Okay, today we're going to be weaving. The first step is to warp the loom. What that means is we take a string and we put it on we're just going to make the string go up and down. So you want to put the first string on the end there, and then we're going to tape it on the back. That just helps that string to stay. Then we're going to continue that string all the way down the loom and then all the way back up on the back side. We keep doing this over and over. You can see it on the back there. Over and over until it looks something like this. You're going to go all the way across with that string. Then when you're done, you're going to cut the string on the end, and then you're going to tape it again to the back. Then you're ready to weave. Now we need to put the string on the needle to help us thread. But you don't want to put it through here like this. No, no, no. Especially don't put this thread in your mouth. That's just gross. Instead, you're going to bend it like this and pinch it between your fingers, as you can see here. Then you're going to go to the eye of the needle, and you're just going to kind of push it through, maybe rock back and forth until it goes through like that. That's a much easier way to get it through the needle and less gross. Okay, with the thread through the needle, now you're ready to weave over and under. So you always start either over or under, and then you always do the opposite. So I'm going over, under, over, under, over, under. As you can see, once you get this far, you just kind of lift it up, then go over, then under, then over, then under in a pattern. Then when you're done, you pull that string almost all the way through. I got a pretty long string here. But you always want to leave a little bit on the end like that. Then you're going to push the string up with your fingers to the top. Now you're going to go back the other way. But wherever we stopped, we went over, but now on this way we got to go under to start. So if we finished going over, we start going under, going the next way. It's always the opposite way, going back the other direction. So I'm going over, under again. Again, just pull that string all the way through. And when you get to the end, you want to pull it so that it's tight, but don't pull it too tight. And then push that string up. Again, we ended with an over, so now we're going under again. You always go the opposite. When you go back the other direction, you always go the opposite of the way you ended. Over, under. And then you keep doing this process again and again until you run out of string. When you're ready when you're done, you leave a little bit hanging off the end there. And then when you're done, you can take a different color or the same color. If you use a different color, it'll create stripes. And then you just thread another yarn, and then you continue on, going over, under, over, under. Once you're finished, you're ready to cut the strings off the back. So you're going to cut them right in the middle of the loom there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pull those strings out, again, being very careful here. You don't want to pull too hard or mess things up. Then you're going to tie knots, just double knots. And you always want to use 2 pieces, or on the end, you might have to use 3, but most of the time it's just 2. And you take 2 ends and you tie a double knot. I have a small end here, so it's kind of tough. Just like you tie the beginning of tying your shoe, but without the loops. Then you do another knot the same way. Then you pull that tight. That's going to prevent the yarn from coming off. You want to do that with all the strings. So here we go on our next one. We go over, then through, pull tight, over and through, pull tight. That's a double knot. You're going to do that for all of your strings on both sides of the weaving. We'll fast forward here. And there you go. We have our finished weaving. Now I want you guys to just try your best. You may make mistakes. That's totally fine. You'll get better and better as you go. As you can see, I even made a few mistakes here, but looks pretty good.